Hey guys, this is Jacques, and today I'm going to be speaking to you about the new option that's in IQ options, and that's cryptocurrencies. Now they updated the interface last week, and we got a couple of new assets. They used to be binary only, then we got digital, and now we've got cryptocurrencies. And there's 6. There's Bitcoin, Dash, Ethereum, IOTA, Litecoin, and Ripple. Okay, so they've added 6 new assets. These are cryptocurrencies. I'm going to show you today how it works and how easy you can make money off it. So I've been experimenting the last week. I haven't actually put any real cash on it because I'm watching the pattern, watching the trend, and I'll probably get into it very soon. But I want to just show my findings. So the 2 biggest ones are Ethereum and Bitcoin. Now how the cryptocurrency works is basically you can buy and sell. It's like pretty much like a normal stock exchange. You don't have to buy before a certain time or before a cut-off time or anything like that. You can buy low and sell high. Understand? Very easy. Buy when it's here, sell when it's there. Buy when it's here, sell when it's there. If you go back on the graph, you see what I mean. You can buy here, sell there, or sell there, and then you'll get you know, a profit based on how much it's moved since the last time you bought. And here's the current bid price, and there you can buy. That's how many units you'll get, and that's the amount that I'm putting down. So I wanted to work on a roughly 5 million VND. So I converted 5 million VND. It's roughly about $220. So if I can go up to a max of $5,000 that I can buy at once, and you can buy multiple times. So you know, you can buy 5,000, buy 5,000, buy 5,000 if you have a lot of money. But if I put, for example, 5 million VND in and then buy and then later sell. Okay, so I've bought here Bitcoin, which I bought, as you can see, the time was about 7:25 when I bought it. It is now just after 8. Okay, so I put $220 down. I bought over there, and I'm currently over here. So I've made $2.86, almost $3 profit in half an hour. Okay, which is not bad. And Ethereum, I bought at past 7:30. It's now past 8, so also about half an hour, and I'm sitting on 7 point something, but it's coming down, so I'm going to close that. Actually no, I'm not going to close it yet. This is just messing around. I want to show you these. Okay, so it tells you the investment I made, which is $220, rounds it off to 219.99. the average price at the time that I bought it, it's now 160, but I bought it 155.50. the current profit and the current profit in percentage. Okay, so it's going down. I would have sold that. So if you click close now, let me click close, it will tell me there blah blah blah, $7 profit is what I get back. Done. So now I will just wait for it to dip. When I see it turns again, I buy some more, and when it goes up, I watch it. When it turns again, I close, I sell. It's that easy. It really is. Now if you look here, you'll see it moves a lot. It is up and down virtually almost on an hourly basis. But this is a long-term investment, not really a, you know, it's not something you do over 5 minutes or 2 minutes or whatever. It's something where you would probably buy and sell several times a day, maybe 2 times a day or 3 times a day, that kind of thing. So you would watch the turning points. You know, because it moves so slowly, it's really easy to see the turning points. For example, here it's turning red to green. You can see it's turning there. It could still spike down further or go up further, but it moves so slowly, you know, that you can really see when it's turning. I mean, really easily see. So it's turning, but it's not going up yet. If it was going up now, I'd probably buy. If it's going down, I'd wait and see where the turning point is for it to go up and then buy. Okay, so which should probably be within the next 5 or 10 minutes. You'll probably see a direction that it's headed in, and then I'll buy some, and then I'll just wait again and sell. So yeah, you can see some of these big spikes. I mean, you could sell, buy here, sell there, buy here, sell there, buy here, sell there, buy here, sell there. And this is all from about 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. From 6 to 7, you know, you're probably looking at about, I'd probably say about $40 here that you could have made in a matter of 45, about an hour. In about an hour, you probably make about $30–40 quite easily, which is a nice return on 220, and that's within about an hour. Now granted, it's not always like that. If you look here, from 4:15 to 5:45, it was more than an hour before it actually moved up to a point where it turned where you could sell. So sometimes you'll get the days that it sort of does a zigzag, which is great because you can buy and sell a lot. Other days it will steadily climb or steadily go down, and you'd have to literally watch for the turning point. You can see there's a turning point, but it's still coming down. Let's see, might be going up there. Okay, so usually about here I might buy again and then just watch. Even if it goes down a little bit, that's okay. It's always going to go up again. You know, cryptocurrencies is pretty much almost always safe if you're not, I mean, stupid. If you don't buy over, if you buy over there and watch it go down, that's stupid. But in general, if you watch the pattern and you buy, sell, buy, sell on these little spikes, you know, you make $5, $7, $5, $7, $10, $5, $7. You can add them all up. You know, you do it 5 or 10 times a day, you got $40–50 in your pocket. That's profit. So if I had made, let's say, $50 for the day, if I was playing smartly and I'm on 220, then I'd be on 270. So now I'd be able to bet 270, and you know, make, instead of $5 at a time, I may make $7 at a time, kind of thing. You know, and so you kind of build your currency. You build your amount that you invest, and this one's coming down now. So maybe sell that one as well. Okay, so that one was $1. Now Bitcoin, yesterday I made about $30 because I bought, and then I went to school. You know, the whole day I was teaching, so I didn't really get to play on it much. And when I came back, it was like it had climbed about $20. So I closed that, won that. And then I did another one where I left it overnight, and this morning was about $14. So it was about $34 that I made in profit off Bitcoin over the last 24 hours. But I wasn't, you know, I was out teaching the whole day, so I wasn't home, so I missed a lot of spikes. There were a lot of places it was doing zigzag yesterday, and I missed it all, you know, so a lot of potential profit there that I missed. But then again, I'm only practicing. I'm you know, just getting into it, and because this is the first time I play with cryptocurrency. So yeah, I've just seen now the potential to make good money so easily. But it's not for people that are impatient. You cannot buy and sell 2 minutes later. You know, it moves over hours. So if you buy well and you sell well, wow, this is such an easy way to make money. I mean, with binary and digital, you can make instant money, but you can also lose instant money just as quickly. You know, where with cryptocurrencies, I mean, it moves so slowly. It's slowly up, slowly down. You can literally just watch for that turning, those turning points. That's climbing now, so maybe buy and buy. I should have bought actually over there at the turning point, but I'm still messing around, so I'll just leave it. It might show minus 45 cents now, that's okay, but in the next let's say 10 minutes, 15 minutes, it's probably going to climb again. So I'll just leave it because it's coming down, and it will go up again as well. That's okay. It almost always shows this when you first buy. Anyway, so it's a very easy way to make profit, really is. I just didn't quite expect to make so much. You know, when I first saw them brought this out last week, I was like, okay, it's nice and so forth. But you know, I'm like, $200, you know, because that's probably the amount that I would bet was about 5 million VND. I thought on about $200, you know, you make like 20 cents or something. It's not really worthy. At least that's what was going through my mind at the time. But when I actually started just trying it out, because I'm always curious, I want to try everything. When I actually just decided to try it out, and I saw, wow, I'm making $5 a year, and I'm making $4.70 over there, and I'm making $7 over here, and then overnight I was making $14. I was quite impressed with how all those totals add up, because this is pretty safe. I mean, sure, it could go down now. I mean, it could still keep going down, that's fine. But if it does, I would lose 50 cents. It's not a massive loss, but as you see, it's coming up. And almost always, if I'm buying on a turning point, it's almost always going to go up. So I leave it for a while. And, you know, here I could lose $1. It's not a big loss if you do lose. You understand? It's not a massive loss if you do lose. But you almost never do, because even if you're buying on a downward trend, at some point it turns and it goes up again. So you have your average high and you have your average low. If we actually go and look here, let me find it. Here we go. Okay, so here, Ethereum, if you go look here, ethereumprice.org, you've got the current price, how it's moved over the last, I don't know how long, 24 hours maybe, yeah, 24-hour change, average high, average low, market cap, you know, so you can, they've got some predictions and stuff as well, and blah blah blah, but you've got the graph here. The same for the, if you go to coindesk.com/price, there we go. Okay, so here you've got the Ethereum, and you can actually see on the graph, you can get details on the graph, and you can do the same here with Bitcoin. So you can see the spikes. You buy, sell there, buy, sell there. You know, if you keep going, this is over the course of one day. So there it was at 2050, then it came all the way down, and it's gone up and down and up. And the market's just opening, because we're coming off the weekend now. So the market's just opening, so you know, it's still going to spike up as well, quite a bit as well. Usually during the week it sort of climbs a little bit more. On weekends it will come down a bit. Anyway, so you know, you can watch these on a graph and see the pattern of how it's moved over the last 24 hours, and you can see where the lows and the highs are, and what time of the day it's high and what time of the day it's low. As you can see here, about 6 a.m. it's spiking, 12 it's down, 6 it's up, you know, it's probably about 12 there, somewhere here, 12 it's down, and it's climbing again. So you can see that the times of the day, the peaks, and you know, quite easy to see as well. Same here, you can see the peaks, and let's go over one day, not 1 week. As you can see here, you know, you can see how much it's spiking and coming down and spiking. So there's a lot of potential money to be made on there we go. There's a lot of potential money to be made with cryptocurrencies. You know, it's not something that you play over a few minutes or something. It's really something that moves slowly over time. As I said, as you can see here, you know, it's not spiking up yet. Now maybe I should have waited a bit before I bought. Actually no, I bought here. I should have bought right on the turn, but I was making the video, not paying attention, so I ended up buying here. If I bought on the term, I think I may still even be above, but it will spike up again. You know, the reason I didn't really worry was because the markets are going to be opening today, and when the markets open, this will usually jump up to well over 2,000, and it's currently now at 1937. I bought it 1949. So no matter where I buy here, it's gonna, in a few hours when the market opens, it's gonna spike up like crazy, and then I'm gonna make quite a nice profit. I'll probably make like $30 or $40 just off that one big spike. And the same thing's gonna happen with Ethereum. This is gonna spike up because it's now at like 160, and I think usually during the week when the markets are open, it's well over 200. I mean, this is weekend, this is all weekend, okay? But if you go back 1 week, let's just go back, you see here that it's usually well above 200. Now weekend it dips quite you know, down quite a lot, but here it's above 200, so usually it will probably spike up. I mean, there's no guarantee it's going to spike to 200, but there's going to be quite a big spike. Both of them, when the market's open, both are going to spike quite heavily, and then I'm going to make quite a nice little profit off both. So that's pretty cool. I haven't really played with Ripple or any of the other cryptocurrencies, but here it shows the movement. You know, I'm not sure, it was 2 hour change over 2 hours, plus minus plus. Okay, so over 2 hours that's climbed 0.2%, 0.27, 0.94. okay, so and yeah, on like $200 you can make $220 you can make $4 or $5 here. You know, it all adds up. I'm playing two currencies, I'm making $4 or $5 on the one, $4 or $5 on the other one. You do it 2-3 times a day, you got yourself $40-50 easy. I mean, $50 profit a day is quite a lot. Over $10 over 10 days that's 500. Over 30 days that's about you're looking at about $1,000 to $1,500 a month profit just playing this on $220. And of course you get $1,000 over let's say you get 1,000, not 1,500. Let's say you don't play the odd day and you make 1,000 over a month. You know, you'd have then next month 1,220. So now you've got a lot more to invest, more profit, and it's much safer. You know, you can sort of watch it, and as you can see, it's already climbing. It's climbing now. There we go. There we go. There we go. The upward spike. So it's climbing. This one as well. No, it's coming down, climbing, coming down. Okay, so it's jumping around, but the market's about to open. So you know, it's normal for it to sort of jump around like this. It really doesn't actually matter where I bought. I don't think it would make any kind of difference because it's jumping around like crazy at the moment. But yeah, it's gonna skyrocket in a little bit when the market opens, so it's gonna just jump up to pretty much where it normally is, but over 2,000. So it's gonna go up at least 50 over there, and this one's gonna go up at least about 40 over here. So it's gonna skyrocket. It's gonna jump like badly. So that's gonna be a nice profit in a few hours. Anyway, so this is a much safer way to trade, with a potential to make good money, good decent money. As I said, the binary and digital options, yeah, sure, that's a lot of instant money, because you can double your money in a minute, but you could also lose all your money in a minute. You know, on a good night with binary you can make a couple $100, maybe a couple of $1,000. On a bad night in binary you can lose a couple of $1,000. You know, where with this it's much safer. You would almost never lose on this. You understand? As you can see there, now it's climbing. There it's climbing. There we go. This one as well. There we go. It's climbing. It always comes up. I mean, it doesn't matter where it goes down, it's always going to go up. So there's almost no way you could lose with this. It's gonna, within the next few minutes, it's gonna climb into the green and probably keep going. So as you see how easy this is. I mean, I even bought at a loss and I'm gonna make profit. There we go. It's moved into the green. Okay, now it's bobbing around there. It will go up. Yeah, this is a really, probably the more, if you have a couple of $100 to play with, if you have a couple of $100 to actually invest, then this is probably a very good way and a much safer way to make money, is using cryptocurrencies. You don't actually need all of the rest of the indicators I use with the binary options. The only one you'd really need is the AO, awesome simulator. The AO, there it is. You would need that one. That's a must, really. The other indicators are helpful because you can also see where it crosses, where the lines cross. It's going up, going down, but it's moving so slowly. You know, there the lines cross. See, they physically cross there, they physically cross there, much like my other video. And you can see it's moving up now, so it's now moving into the profit area, starting to make some cash there. This one as well, it's climbing. I've made 33 cents there, I've made 11 cents there, and if it continues to climb now over the next half an hour, this could climb to $3-4 each, maybe $5, and then turn again, and I'd sell again, you know. So 35 cents there, 23 cents there, keep watching, 45, 69 cents, almost $1 in just a, what was that? That was at 8:10. It's now 8:20, so in about 10 minutes. So yeah, as you can see, you see that, I mean, it's there was no risk to me. There was no risk. I mean, okay, yeah, I'm on a practice account, but I knew there was no risk there. I'm already touching $1 there in about 10 minutes, and there's 70 cents. It's going to keep going up as well. So yeah, it's going, climbing, it's over $1. It's going to do that. It's going to bob around. You know, the market's not quite open, but it does move very slowly. So even if it did turn now, if it turned now and I sold, that would be 70 cents profit. You know, and then I'd do the same. There we go, 122, but it's still climbing, so I usually leave it. I usually leave it because usually it will actually turn sharply. You'll see it turn sharply, and that's when I would sell there. It's $1.24. It's going to spike around a bit. There it's gone over $1, so that's already virtually almost $2 in 10 minutes. I mean, this is easy money, really easy money. $2 might not sound like a lot, but it's only in about 10 minutes. Wait an hour, they'll both probably climb to about $4 or $5. I sell, you know, that's $10 between them. I sell, do the process again, and do it 4 or 5 times a day. I've got $40, $50 in my pocket. Money I never would have had. I still teach, so I still get that money as well, you know, my day job. So this is really easy money, and obviously the more you bet, the more profit you get. I would keep my bets small, maybe not more than about $220 there. It's turning, so maybe I'll close over there now. That's 75 cents. I'll wait till it goes down and then buy again. This one's still climbing, 166. Anyway, so yeah, you buy when it's low, you sell when it's high, and you just watch the little spikes. The market's going to be opening up in a few hours, so it actually, before the market opens, I'll buy. I don't care if it's up or down, because when the market opens and I buy, it's going to be spiking up like crazy. So that's climbing again. I actually think it might just be on the rise now. I don't think it's going to come down a lot because the market's going to be opening soon, so I think this might actually be the upward trend. Maybe the same with Ether. Maybe I'll just leave it. I think I'm just going to leave it and watch what happens when the market opens. Anyway, my point is, it's easy to make money using cryptocurrencies because you don't have to close at whenever you don't want to. You can leave this, you can buy and leave it for days, leave it for months. There's no expiration date on your purchase, and it's as easy as clicking a button and your profit's in your pocket. You understand? So this one's already $1.8, and I bought, what was it? I bought at about, what was that, 8.13, and it's now 8.25. So it's about 12 minutes. There's $2 in my pocket for 12 minutes over there. This one I made 70 cents, but it's bobbing around a lot more, but it will go up. So that would be about if I'd sold there, that would have been about $3 already in my pocket, and that's not even an hour, that's about 15 minutes. So yeah, you see the potential. It's much smaller profit margin, but it's much safer than binary options because you can almost never lose here. And if you do lose, I mean, it's usually a tiny amount. It's $1 or 80 cents or 17 cents or 20 cents or something. I mean, here I'd lose 40 cents if I had to close now. For whatever reason, I'd lose 40 cents, but I wouldn't. I'd just let it go up. So the potential for profit here is much larger if you have more time to play, and of course keep your bets small but large. What I mean by that is, don't bet $1 because you're going to make point something of a cent. You'll need to at least invest 200, 300 or more. That would be a small bet. So you keep it small but large, and of course the more you have to bet, the more profit you'll make. So if you have $1,000, this is going to be nice because on $1,000 you're going to be making about $20, $30 profit here, 20, 30 over there, and at the end of the day you got $100 extra in your pocket, you know. So potential to make a lot more money. I would recommend this way. If you got about $220 to play, I would suggest get onto a practice account, play with it for a couple of days, get used to the highs and the lows and the patterns, and then start playing some real money. And within a month you can turn 220 into probably about 1,200. So I think you could make about 1,000 profit if you're playing two. You know, there are 6 cryptocurrencies, so you could play the others. I'm just playing 2. So if you played all 6, you could probably make a lot more profit, but I'm just playing the 2 major ones, Bitcoin and Ethereum. See there, I'm up 66 cents. I was up 70 cents just now, so that's about $1.50 already over there. Oh, it's coming down again. Okay, so it's jumping around. Ethereum is more stable at the moment, 230 already. But yeah, I'm pretty convinced that you could make about $1,000 at least on, if you play 220. Well, that would be 220 on each currency, on each asset. So if you put down $440 and you play 220 on each one at the same time, I'm pretty sure you could make about $1,000 profit at the end of the month if you start in the beginning of the month. So you look, maybe more if you play well and you catch a lot of these spikes. You could probably make 1.5, maybe even 2,000, who knows, but I'm convinced at least $1,000 profit in your pocket. And then at the end of the month you take that 1,400, you divide that into 2, and now you're playing what, 700 and something each, you know, and virtually double. The next month you'd be making about 2,500, 3,000 profit. You know, and then you do the same, you split that into 2 and then play 1.5 each, and you'd probably be making about 5,000-6,000 a month dollars. So within about 3 or 4 months, if I've worked out my math correctly, you could probably be pulling in an average of a couple of $1,000 just playing the cryptocurrencies if you do it well. And it's much safer, it moves much slower. It's easier to predict, so much easier, and it always goes up. If it doesn't matter if it comes down, it always goes back up. Look here, look how that spiked. There's already over $1 profit there, over $3 there. That's $4. Not even an hour I'm sitting on $4. If I sold right now, I'd have more than $4. That's going up. I'm pretty sure while I'm talking in this movie, I'm gonna be hitting $5, because that's $1. That's 353. It's 457. Let's see, maybe I'm lucky. There we go, 150, 350. There's $5. $5 in about 30 minutes. Yes, no, that's, yeah, about 20 minutes over there and 5 minutes over here. So about 20-25 minutes, that would have been $5 in my pocket. Close, done. But this one's still going up, so I'll let it spike. This one is bouncing around, but leave it. 165, I'll let it climb. But now the big question is, when I predicted over here it was going to go up and both were in the red, did you believe me? Anyway, I knew what I was doing because I've been watching the patterns. But there we go, $4.22, $1 profit over there. So, you know, in about 20 minutes, that's $5 in my pocket. So if you take that over an hour, you know, you'd probably be looking at about $20 an hour profit, roughly. You know, roughly about $20 an hour. But say it even $10 an hour. You know, if you're making $10 an hour and you play it 4 or 5 times a day, you do this, you know, like I said, you could make about $50 a day. If you sat here all day doing it the whole day, sure, you can make hundreds, but you're going to have no free time and you're going to be doing nothing but this. So I'm just saying, you climb on a few times a day and watch the highs and the lows and grab the odd peak and the odd dip. Yeah, you could probably make about $40-50 a day quite easily on $220 investment. Now as your investment grows, you know, your profits will grow as well. Like I said, if you I've worked up on math, and you could probably make a couple of $1,000 a month within a few months of starting at 220. In a few months you've got a couple of thousand that you can put on each, and you know, your profit will be then much larger. You could probably make a nice steady income doing this, and a growing income as well. Remember, a growing income. Unlike your day job, where you're always getting the same salary no matter how much work you do. See, I'm 639 over there and I'm 120 over here, so that's already 7 point something dollars. Wow, that's climbing nicely. So yeah, easy money. This is really by far probably the easiest way to make money. So I'm going to be doing this for about another week or so, just to sort of really get into it, you know. Or maybe I'm very patient, so I have a lot of patience, so I can wait. Maybe I'll try this week on with some real money, I don't know, but I can really foretell my future here, and it looks good. So you know, on binary I was making some good money too, but there's always the risk of loss, and there is the odd night that you will, you know, with binary options you always make money, but the problem is, let's say over a course of a week, with binary you are up $500. That's nice, but then you'll get the odd bad night that you lose 300. You're still 200 out, but you were 500 out. You understand? That happens a lot in binary, so that's the risk with binary. Where here, if you do lose anything, it's a few cents or a few small dollars. It's not a lot, because it moves so slowly. You can see, wow, it's dipping now. It's dipping. I've lost 50 cents. Wow, I've lost $1. Okay, sell. You understand? There's plenty warning for you to sell or buy where you want. Where with binary, you know, whatever you invest, it's gone. If I had invested 220 in 1 minute, if I'm wrong, 220 is gone. So yeah, this is much safer. I would recommend this to anybody who wants to actually make money long term, make like a lot of money long term, and pretty much guaranteed money long term. Then cryptocurrencies is probably a very good way to do it. As you can see, I'm up $6.77 there. I'm up, no, well, there we go. There's a nice spike. It will go, don't worry. So about $1 there, and so it's about $7 over there. So in an hour I should be well over 10. So there I've got my $10 for that hour, and I'll buy again, and then maybe, you know, a couple of hours I'll come back and check and sort of just play it. But anyway, that's my video. Cryptocurrencies. If you've got a couple of $100 to invest, then that is what I would recommend you do. Okay, so if you have a few $100 to invest, Bitcoin, Ethereum, definitely the two to do that. But I also see the others do move around quite a bit. I don't know them well enough, which is why I haven't really played with them. I do know Ethereum, and I do know Bitcoin. Dash I don't know, IOTA I don't know, Litecoin I don't know. Ripple is some kind of bank currency that they're supposed to compete with Bitcoin, so I haven't really played with that. I kind of know about it. Maybe at some point I'll check out the others. At this point I'm just messing around, so these two are the ones that I'm using. But yeah, this is on just, if you just do Ethereum and Bitcoin, you should be getting about $1,000 profit off 220 investment in a month, and then after that, you know, make the initial amounts bigger. You obviously increase your profits. I think if I do this in about 4 or 5 months, I could probably be pulling about $5,000 or $6,000 a month off IQ options with this method. And even if I'm wrong and I only pull in 4,000 instead of 5 or 6, that's still 4,000 I've never had. Or even if I'm even more wrong and I'm pulling in 3, that's $3,000 I didn't have. And even if I'm dead wrong and I'm only pulling in 1,000, that's 1,000 I didn't have. But it's unlikely that I'm wrong. I'm almost never wrong about these things. I think in a few months time I'm going to be pulling in a very good 4,000 or 5,000 USD playing with the cryptocurrencies, and then I would put that 4,000 or 5,000 back in and increase it and make sure that my next month I'll get 8,000 or 10,000 profit. So this is definitely a way for you to make money, but it's not a 5-minute job. It's not something that's going to pay you instantly. It's something you're going to have to, like, I should have sold over here now. I'm so busy talking, I'm not watching, but I would have sold here. I would have sold there. Anyway, like I said, I'm not really too worried. This is just messing around. With real money I would have sold over here. In fact, I probably would have sold over there. But yeah, long term, over a matter of months or over a period of about a year, you can drastically increase your profits at a steady pace, and that is much better investment terms than binary options, in my opinion. Anyway, so that's the video, just showing it off to whoever's watching and is looking for ways to make good profit over a period of time. So that was me, Jock, and I'm sure I'll make some future videos again. Cheers, it's been real.